Okay, talk about a geography lesson. I'm standing on top of Monument Peak. There's a slight breeze, but it's not as windy as some of the other places I've been lately. So off in the distance here, we have the Desolation Wilderness and the Crystal Range with Pyramid Peak to the left. And over here, we have Mount Tallac, which me and Mikey Evans climbed a few years ago. And then we have Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe. This is considered one of the better views of the lake. It's not the best. I think Tallac is supposed to be the best, and there's a couple others, but this is top 5 at least, because you can see a good percentage of the lake. Over there is East Peak, and this is Heavenly Valley ski area. And then off in the distance there, on North Lake Tahoe, we have Mount Rose and Slide Mountain. Mount Rose is the second highest in the Tahoe Basin. Slide Mountain is significant. It's 9,800, but Mount Rose is 10,800. And then you can actually see out to Washoe Valley from up here. And technically you can see out to Reno, but it's a little hazy. You can't quite see Reno. But down here, you can see the backside of Sea Hill. You can see Mount Scott. You can see Clark Mountain off in the distance. Parts of Virginia City. Pretty much all of Carson City. Prison Hill, Indian Mound, Hot Springs Mountain. I can see Flowery Ridge. I can see Cape Peak. Mount Grosh. You can see all the way out into Dayton. Try and zoom in on that. It's kind of hazy, but yeah, you can see out to Dayton. You can see Johnson Lane and Genoa. The Pine Nut Range, all of the Pine Nut Range. This is the best view of it I've ever had. Let's see, Raw Peak, Lion Peak, a bunch of ones that I don't know in the middle. I know one of them is Mount Como. And all the way down to Mount Siegel and Minden and Gardnerville. And then all the way down to portions of the Sierra. And now, 3 minutes in, we get to the good part. Job's Peak, Job's Sister, and Friel Peak. These are the best views that you can get. This is why you climb this mountain. So there's Job's Peak. There's Job's Sister. And the granddaddy, Friel Peak. Friel doesn't look like it's the tallest, but it is. By I think it's like 30 feet taller than Mount Rose and a little bit taller than Job's Sister. But yeah, that's just an epic view of those mountains. And then we got the other summit of Monument. I'm on the higher one, slightly. I think it's a 20-foot difference. It's not big. And yeah, back to the Crystal Range in Desolation Valley. Freaking amazing. Pan back over to Tahoe again. Incredible. Signing off.